Stay tuned to see how I made these juicy, sweet and spicy spare ribs with a Cowboy candy glaze. For today's cook, I'm just going to do some of these spare ribs I picked up. They were on sale, originally $2.99 a pound. They're on sale for $1.99 a pound. Sounded good, so we're just going to do this today. Get these cut open. Pat them dry. Do a minimal amount of trimming on these. There's just a lot of fat right here. Anymore, I think I'm gonna create a divot. First thing I want to do is get this diaphragm meat off of here. So I'm just going to score the membrane. I do not remove it. If you want to know why I don't remove it, put a card up in the upper left corner to the video of why I don't remove it. This bone right here is probably going to burn up, so I'm just going to remove it. Okay, and I'm not going to turn these into St. Louis style. I'm just going to leave them as the full spare. There's a lot of good meat left right here, so I'm just going to leave that. Just put a couple scores in this silver skin here. Let me know down in the comments, do you guys remove the membrane? Do you guys cut the cartilage off your spare ribs and make them St. Louis cut? Or do you just leave them like this as is? I'm just going to look for any bone chunks from the butcher's saw that need to come off. And this is just too small. Everything else looks good. I'm just going to put some salt on these and then we'll go and put in the fridge for a couple hours. This guy's transferred over to a wire rack. And I'll bring it back in a couple hours. We'll start the smoker up and we'll get these put on. Okay, so our ribs have been in the fridge about 4 hours with the salt on it. So we're just gonna go ahead and put some pepper. That's all we're putting on our salt and pepper ribs today. Oh shit. Wipe our hands off since I accidentally touched the ribs with both hands. Like I said, this is just pepper. These will sit about room temperature for about 30 minutes while our smoker gets up to temp. And I'll bring you back when we put them on. go ahead and check in on these. That's starting to render down. We're about 2.5 hours in on these. I'm not going to spray, do anything just yet, but I think we're looking good. About 4.5 hours into the cook, I'm ready to go ahead and get these guys a wrap. The fat is rendered really nicely. Got a nice color on the ribs. Gonna wrap these in foil today. And before I put the ribs down, I'm gonna go ahead and drizzle some of this Cowboy candy juice. It's the only sauce I'm gonna be using today, so. And I will leave a card up in the corner here if you want to check out to see what I'm talking about. Let's go ahead and put these ribs down. And then take some more and drizzle on top. Okay, I'll go ahead and get these guys put back on the smoker for about another hour, hour and a half, and I'll bring you back. Let's go ahead and take a look at these and assess where they're at. I think these guys are done. Okay, let's go ahead and get these cut up. So, extremely thick smoke ring, extremely juicy. It's a really nice bite to these ribs. For no sauce, that's definitely one of the better ribs I've had in a long time. Just putting that little bit of jalapeno glaze on. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notification. Thanks for watching.